Go to straightasthegate.net. Straight as the Gate breaks the stalemate at the Jerusalem Council. When James emerged from the Jerusalem Council with the basic instructions for the Gentile converts who had been turned to God, the instructions were that we would not place any burdens. We would not trouble the Gentiles and place unnecessary burdens upon them, like physical circumcision, customary laws, and sacrificial laws nailed to the cross at Calvary. Much contentions about this in the book of Galatians and in Acts chapter 15. But the sum of the matter is this: keep the Ten Commandments, the Holy Covenant, and eat clean according to Scripture. Keep the seventh-day Sabbath holy. Go to the synagogues then, which would be the churches today if they weren't completely apostate, to learn about the law of Moses and to learn about what the prophets had to say in the Old Testament. Study to show yourself approved. What was Paul talking about? He's talking about the Old Testament scriptures. But there are many people who go to the letter of the law, and they can't discern between spiritual things and carnal things, and say they don't see these details in Scripture because they're not reading the Scripture line upon line, here a little, there a little, precept upon precept. And if they got any kind of hate in their heart, or if they got any kind of racism in their heart, then they will be blinded, and a veil will remain over their eyes, just like it remained over the eyes of those Jews who could not see the truth that was right in front of them. Don't be like them. The commandments are to keep the Holy Covenant, 10 Commandments, and eat clean, and then fulfill the royal law, which is the magnification of the law. He came and he magnified the law and made it honorable. He elevated those commandments that are right there in Deuteronomy chapter 6, verses 1 through 5, and Leviticus chapter 19, 16 through 18. Loving God with all your heart, soul, and strength, and loving your neighbor as you love yourself according to Scripture, is to teach them the 10 Commandments, but you can't do that unless you're keeping the 10 Commandments yourself, including the seventh-day Sabbath. And then you are to teach them to others and rebuke others when they are in sin. Correct them lovingly. Now, you can do it sternly, and oftentimes you have to, because you got to shut the mouths of those that are teaching false doctrine and leading others astray. Keep the 10 Commandments, eat clean, and fulfill the royal law, and you shall do well.